By 2050, our planet and our living conditions will be utterly transformed. The use of artificial intelligence will peak, can diagnose diseases and treat them. With the help of artificial intelligence, there is no longer any need for cashiers or standing in long lines in stores. TV presenters will all be robots. Internet shopping will fall into our hands by postman robots. Robots equipped with artificial intelligence will be quite similar to humans. By 2050, animal robots such as robot dogs or robot cats will join humans as pets. In those years, whichever side you look, you will see working robots. Teacher, singer, musician, chef, hairdresser, policeman, athlete, and other jobs will be dominated by robots. We can create robots with our parents' voices and faces so that after they die, we can talk to them and feel that they are still with us. Hundreds of sensors will be installed on our clothes, our homes and cars, and our living environment to display information about our health and improve our standard of living. Artificial intelligence will be combined with humans, like Elon Musk's Neuralink corporation brain chips, which will treat neurological disorders such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, spinal cord injuries, and blindness. So many blind, deaf, and disabled people will be cured by these chips. In that year, we may even be able to control our belongings with our minds and communicate with each other via brain signals. By 2050, robotic prosthetic limbs will be stronger and even more advanced than our original organs. Artificial eyes and ears will enter the market. After that, rich people can see and hear better. 30 years from now, with virtual reality, we will be able to create clothes in virtual reality. We can even have 3D video calls. We will be able to travel around the world or visit other planets. You can travel to Canary Islands while laying on couch of your home. By 2050, most cars will be electronic. Gas stations will disappear and home charging stations will replace them. Unnamed vehicles will enter the market. Of course, Tesla, Benz, and BMW are working on the project. But by 2050, there will no longer even be a need for steering and clutch and brakes in cars. All cars will be electric and self-driving. Taxis will also have no drivers and will be driven by self-driving cars. So are trucks and trains, self-driving and driven by artificial intelligence. Thousands of driverless trailers travel to different countries, and without human intervention, these gorges are moved. UAVs will do exactly the same for shorter distances and smaller packages. Electric aircraft with takeoff and vertical landing will be available for urban transport, making intercity and inner-city journeys shorter. One company is working on a project is Uber, which wants to make air taxis a reality. By 2050, all cities will probably have air taxis, but maybe the quick transit option isn't the sky. Rather, contrary to imagination, to be underground. Elon Musk's The Boring Company has dug underground tunnels that will allow ultra-fast transportation by Tesla vehicles. If Elon Musk can reduce the cost of the project, by 2050, thousands of tunnels will be dug under modern cities. In addition, Elon Musk's Hyperloop project, designed for very fast and cheap intercity transportation, will surely be in operation by 2050, which could replace airplanes for intercity travel. Travel faster, safer, and easier. In those years, planes will continue to exist for intercontinental travel, but with newer models, electric planes and supersonic planes. Of course, if you are rich and the plane is duplicated for you, you can diversify and use the spacecraft for your travels. Yes, spacecraft. SpaceX wants to use its new Starship spacecraft to transport passengers around the globe. The spacecraft could travel from New York to London in about 20 minutes. NASA and private space companies have many plans for the journey of humans to the Moon and Mars. But the most ambitious of these companies, SpaceX, plans to send humans to Mars by 2030 and build a permanent colony on Mars upon arrival. Elon Musk wants to have a Martian city of 1 million people by 2050. Other space companies are also trying to have a permanent colony on the Moon in the next 30 years. As a result, space hotels will be established on the Moon and Mars, which will be fantastic for adventure travel. Before we move on to the rest of the events of 2050, thank you for accompanying me so far in the video. If you are satisfied with the video, like it and leave a comment. In addition, you can support Darfact by watching our other videos and subscribe to our channel. Let's go back to 2050. In this year, stem cells, which are the mother of all cells, can become different cells and become a cure for diseases. In the future, stem cell technology will cure many diseases such as cancer, heart disease, type 1 diabetes, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and other diseases. It is even possible to produce vaccines for these diseases. For example, by getting a cancer vaccine, you won't get the disease for the rest of your life. Another biological advance will genetic editing, which will make it possible for mankind to manipulate DNA directly, remove defective parts and replace them with healthy DNA. Genetic editing will be used to treat terminally ill diseases, increase lifespan, and genetically modify embryos. We may even be able to change the genes of future children and have more beautiful, stronger, and smarter children, or even remove the genes for many diseases from children. Wars will change and the war of nations will be carried into space. Around 2050, exploitation of resources of the Moon and other planets will begin. We will trap large meteorites passing through Earth and exploit their metals. We can reanimate many extinct animals like mammoth and return to our own ultra-advanced world. We will build artificial wombs farms and children will grow in artificial wombs farms, so childbirth will be easier. And in this way, even those who do not have the ability to have children will have children. Mobile phones will be connected to satellite internet, and we can access the internet anywhere, even in aircraft or space. As science and technology advance, we will live longer, and humans could live 150 or 200 years. What other changes do you think the world will have by 2050?